Here's the rugs we found. So this one and this one basically match, just one's bigger than the other. Mom's room and the kids' room, and then these are for the porch. This patterned gray and white pattern are for they're indoor outdoor from the garden center at Walmart. And then there's 3 of these, a really big one for the living room, and then one for the kitchen and one for the dining to go under. And they're bound. They look like carpet, but they're bound like rugs. 7 by 12. They're bound edges, so it's like a rug. And we'll be able to pull them out next time before it ever happens, and pray it's a long time before it happens, or never. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. I'm in Mom's room right now, and I'm trying to get the trim up, and we're running into problems, and this is what we're running into. Looking at her. She's not.
You're not running into me. I'm not a problem.
We're trying. But you were looking as I was.
You said, I'm running into problems. That's what I'm running into, and you pointed right at me.
Okay. So the problem we're running into is all of our batteries are going dead, and people just showed up with their tools and what batteries they had.
And didn't bring chargers. Roberts is dead now?
No, I'm using that one.
Well, get it up here. Come on.
I'm trying. I'm
we
doing
gotta
it
get
now.
This room finished so I can make up Papa's bed.
I've got some trim here, and I got to come down each seam, and then later we'll try to come back and put her some in between the seams, and then we'll be done. But we're trying to get her in here right now.
I wouldn't even worry about these seams tonight.
I'm gonna do the things on because this cedar drops flakes of cedar.
Yeah.
So I'd rather throw the seams up.
Get it up there and then let me vacuum or sweep and mop, and then we'll make the beds up.
Yes.
And they'll be in their bed tonight. I'll go show them the kitchen. The kitchen is like done.
We're so happy that things are done, and look at our floors.
Show them the kitchen. Show them the kitchen.
Don't look at the floors in the kitchen. Here's Mama's kitchen. Almost, if you just look at this, it looks back to normal. This is the old island top, the one that was in here during the flood, and I took the top off and put it on this old kitchen island that Mama, she got from Mama and Papa. The drawers are somewhere, Tina, to this island.
I don't know where.
They are in this house. So anyway, we've got our kitchen back. We're going to get them in their bedroom tonight, and the bathroom's already usable. It didn't have walls. They took showers here last night just without walls, but it was just Mom and Dad. You shut a shower curtain and you're good to go. So, but I'm finishing trim in that bedroom as quick as I can, so I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, it is in the afternoon. It's actually almost 2 o'clock. Tina got here this morning to my house to pick up me and Mom at 9. I'm gonna tell you guys, I literally was crying in Cons. You couldn't help but get a knot in your throat. We went in, the first thing we went to is appliances. Tina and Mom were looking at something down there. I came this direction because I thought the door they opened to look into the refrigerator looked small. So I moved back up a little bit to the bigger ones. And I was like, look, this one. So the lady come down beside me. She was looking it up on her light little handheld thing. And I said, this is big. And Mom goes, oh, it is so big inside. It was just a regular, top freezer, bottom refrigerator, the old fashioned shape kind. They have it in stock, and it's coming tomorrow. Then we looked at the furniture. We went to furniture from there. Oh, they're going to install the ice maker when they come, because Mama says she noticed that some things were like it didn't give you the option, like at Home Depot, to put the ice maker in the cart. So I said, it's probably just better to go and look. I like walking and looking and opening doors and looking at things. So Tina said she liked that too. So we did that at Cons. Found the refrigerator. And then we went on to furniture. And we found a set that had the recliner, but it doesn't rock. Because that's Dad's problem when they get to the rocker. It's leaning in that back state you know, rockers sort of how they lean backwards, and when he tries to get up, he has to try to force himself forward. So this is a recliner only, and it's the electric one, so there'll be no more of that mess where he throws himself back and throws himself forward how he does. No more of that. He'll have to just ride it with the electric, you know, to sit his feet back down and then get up. And we were able to get it with the 2 sofas instead of the love seat, so it's going to be 2 sofas and 1 chair. Mama's not worried about a chair right now because she said the sofas recline on both ends. So that's basically 5 recliners, 2 on each sofa and Daddy's chair. And we got at Walmart a couple of rugs that will go in Mom's room and the baby's room, kids' room, but they're just rugs. There's no more carpet. There are area rugs like these big ones. We got a couple of these big ones, and like this really big one here for the living room and under the island in the kitchen, and then one to go under the dining room table, and they all 3 match. We got those at Ollie's or whatever it's called. And then I went into Home Depot and got some parts for Buddy. He's going to change out the plumbing underneath Mom and Dad's sink. And so they dropped me off at the driveway because I said, go on up there and get doing what they got to do. I'm going to have to come change because I was wearing go to town clothes, not work around the house clothes. And Mom is actually in a nice shirt, but she's got clothes up there so she can actually change into a play shirt, you know, when she starts. But I'm headed up there. Me and Levi are headed up now. And he says he's going to go right now, this time. And I'll show y'all what we got going as we get going. And I've got trim. I got trim to do. I said I would start. Oh, and she found her a vanity at Conn's. It's not really a vanity. It's actually a buffet for the dining room. But she, you know, Mom doesn't have a sink in her bathroom. She's never wanted one, so please don't comment about it because she don't care. She's never wanted a sink. The plumbing is there. She don't want it. So some people think that's the, but that is what, you know, that's found it easier. I don't know why Daddy never put a sink in there to start with, but he never did. I don't know what was going on during that time when they built that log home, but he literally never put a sink. He plumbed it, but he never put a sink in. And she has learned to live sort of the vanity is just what it is, a vanity. She stands there, she does her hair, she does her makeup. You know, that's what she uses for that. So you want to wash your hands or brush your teeth, you have to do it in the kitchen. It's just the way it is. So we don't need to hear anything about it. That's just the way they like it. They're little oddballs, but that's fine. So the buffet, it was a buffet, but it was a little bit industrial looking. Looks like it's not real. You know, it's got like this concrete countertop, but it's not real. And it's got a drawer. It's got 2 drawers, and they're big drawers. And then it's got a tray, like the slats on the bottom, where she can put a couple of baskets or stack her towels real pretty or something. So anyway, we've got it all done, and I'm headed down there. We've got all that stuff done, and it's delivered tomorrow. Every piece is coming tomorrow. They will not have to wait for one thing. Just, they'll get a confirmation tonight. They'll give them a 3-hour window, and at some point tomorrow it shows up. So God just blessed us so much. There's so many blessings. There's so many blessings in the situation here. So with Mom and Dad, there's been so many blessings. There's blessings upon blessings. That's why I was trying to say, people, me and Tina were talking about it. Me and Steph talked about it later. You don't realize that God has foreseen it all. So something simple as me and Levi going to the dumpster to throw away metal from a trampoline allowed me to find pieces of cattle panels, that there were small pieces. And yes, I did. I used 2 of them smallest ones on the gate, the new gate. But the rest of those cattle panels were just leaned up against my house, right outside the front door, because I hadn't drug them anywhere yet. And I had 1 real long cattle panel still left on the field, on the feed room out in the field. And we brought that. I unhooked that. I messed my drill up. I left my drill there when I took it off the wall. And Daddy said he'll buy me a new drill. It was my Good Impact driver from DeWalt. It's the drill I use for everything because it's just the impact ones are stronger. But anyway, regardless of that, I drug that cattle panel all the way across, and we put it in the driveway, and then we got a gate, and we were possibly going to open and let the cows come into the driveway because it's dry. And the only thing that was going to hold us back from that was going to be a last minute thing if we did it, because Daddy didn't want the cows shoving and pushing into Steph's garden. So it ended up not having to happen anyway. So that cattle panel was over there. It was a 16-foot one. So we drug that back over here. I think Buddy or Dad went and got it and brought it back over here. And then we took them small pieces and hooked it together and literally made this little small yard that we could move around. And we didn't have to move them out of high water. We had to move them when they had already stomped the grass down so much that it was like getting to be muddy, and we'd drag it, and they just walked with it as we moved them. And you know, that was a blessing. I went down to throw something away and found stuff that I didn't really need right now, but needed it and didn't know we needed it. And
You throw stuff away?
we were throwing stuff away. Remember when me and you went down to the river, to the gully to throw things away in that big dumpster, and we found those fences? Yes. So anyway, just things, you know, you got to give God the glory for it. So anyway, I'm headed down to Mom and Dad's now, start working again. Hopefully, now they stayed the night here again last night because Mom was leaving with all of her stuff, and then she got to like on the front porch, and then she said, where am I going to put my makeup on and stuff in the morning? I don't have a mirror on the wall. I don't have a vanity to stand at. And we were shopping today. She didn't want to look like she just come out of the river. So I said, Mom, it's just silly. Just come back down here when you take your showers. They couldn't take baths here. Neither one of them have knees that will climb into this clawfoot tub. So this is their second shower they've taken at their house, but come back home after they had their shower. So we dealt another night with them here, but tonight we won't have to. If all we're doing is getting up tomorrow and working, she could stay at home tonight if she wants. There's, you know, so anyway, but we're going back down there and we're going to see what we can get done today. All right. We love y'all. See you in a little bit. Tired? Tired? I know it.
Yeah.
I see all the stuff that come from your house too now. So is everything out of your house?
Everything's out of the house. Everything's out of the yard. There's only a couple things on the porch that I'm going to get right now, and then we'll be
Done with
ready to start
redoing. That's good.
There's a lot of stuff along the fence that we still got to get.
Okay.
But the house stuff is done.
Well, it's a process. Got to get the old and nasty out before you can put the good pretty in.
Yeah, I'm surprised Lisa hadn't thrown me in this pile yet.
Well, she might.
The old nasty.
Before it's all over. You'll be buried under something. We won't know where you're at.
Hear my muffled scream. Whoa, whoa.
Hey, did anybody tell you what Levi told Mom? The other morning when they got up, yesterday morning when they got up, and she was in my bed. Me and Dad slept on the couches. So she was in my bed. Levi's on the floor because he sleeps, you know, his bed slides under my bed. Anyway, he goes, what are you doing today, G? And she goes, I got to get up and get going down to the house. He goes, G, don't go to that house. Just don't go to that house.
Oh my God.
And I'm thinking, we all need to be like Levi. Just lay out on the couch, eat his chips, and watch TV.
No, we just won't go there. We'll be fine.
He said, don't go to that house. Just don't go to that house. All right, bye. Here's the futon right here for the kids' room. Exactly the same one that your Mom had. There's all the plywood. They've still been working. It looks like they've been going good. All right, we're gonna get in here and see how everything's going. All right, we're still pulling from this as we get rooms together. That cabinet fell off the wall because the backs of cabinets that you buy at Home Depot, the stock cabinets, that's just a little piece of fiberboard, and when the house was so humid, it literally come down. So I've got the cabinet at my house. If Daddy wants it back up here, I'm going to put a new back on it with plywood and bring it back down here, but I haven't had any kind of time to do that yet. We got his desk back in and the drawers back in. The drawers, remember, we took all the drawers out of everything, so all the drawers were good. And the real wood products, real wood furniture, Just has to dry out and then get cleaned up really good and smell good again. So we've got this back here at the front door. We've got this here where it always sat. This will have to move when they start bringing furniture in. And then this is how the middle of the house looks right now. And then I can show y'all Levi in here. This dresser's back, old dresser. There's Levi, watching Men in Black on Papa's bed. This is Tuesday morning, guys. I'm gonna get this out to y'all like right now. In just a few minutes, I'm gonna post this. I don't know how long it'll be, but we're here again. This will be the day that they bring the furniture and the refrigerator. I'll do more video on all that stuff when it's all said and done, but this is how we're getting them started right now. There's a rug gun in their room we got yesterday, and he's laid out. Mom's bed's already made. The bathroom, Mom's coming out.
Hi guys, I'm having a hard time getting going today.
Well, it's because it's 4 days of it.
I know.
What?
I can't get a hold of the curtain closet. It's
So,
kind of shabby in there. It's not fixed.
Tina's bringing 2 doors when she comes. We got her medicine cabinet back up, and we got the light stained up there on the wall that Daddy built. So we're leaving these things the way they are. So you can see how I started putting every 16 inches, we put a cedar trim. So it's giving you, see, step back. And I will come back through here. I wish I could do it today. I wish it could be done so we don't have to pull anything back down, but we're gonna put a clear coat here in the bathroom. It'll just be a shiny clear, but I've got 1, 2, 3 more trim boards that go up, 4, 5, 6, and then I'll fill in, these are the main seams, and then I'll fill in, which I think takes 2 in between each one. So I only have 5 more pieces of cedar here. And Buddy picked those up. I've used every piece of cedar that came down from trim. I've already used it. So Buddy picked me up these 5 yesterday. I told him to get me 5 boards that would finish the bathroom. And it really won't finish the bathroom. It'll just close all the seams, your corner seams. That's all it's gonna do. Her vanity comes today. It'll go here. I guess she's using this rug in here. I don't know. At some point, the floor has to have several days to dry before Dad can repaint it. So the peeled paint just is going to have to be peeled paint for a while. There's a fly on the toilet. That's disgusting. Flies every time we open the door right now. Flies are coming in. Anyway, we're slowly getting it back together. I'm fixing to start right this minute. This is how I look. My hair is wet. I took a bath I took a bath last night, but I didn't wash my hair. But this morning I washed my hair. I think stress has brought on some psoriasis. I've got some psoriasis going on right here at the edge of my scalp. I hate it. I think it's stress related. Anyway, I'll be glad to get all this done. I'd love, again, we got to get Mom and Dad back in. There's things at my place too. All the stuff that floated came up to my deck. It's got all of my backyard. It needs to be cleaned up good. My back fences. I'll get started on that at some point. The laundry room is basically back to normal. There's a rug, new rug. We picked up the futon for the girls yesterday at Walmart. The boys got all the wood up on the walls. The plywood will be able to come down, dry out, and go back up if another flood ever happens. So this room has no trim yet. We have not been able to go and get all the trim. I'm gonna have to count how many pieces I think we're gonna need and then go get it. But right now we haven't. But she's already done several loads of clothes. You can see some clean ones here that need to be folded, or either dirty ones that need to go in the wash. I don't know. This beep is still going on. It's saying the door is ajar, and it's not. I think the little beeper is malfunctioning. It's a malfunctioned beeper. It's non-functioning. Anyway, and then you come in here. Here's the buffet. We're waiting for it to dry out so we can get it cleaned. And then if it doesn't work good for Mom, then I'll be taking it back home and eventually sort of reworking the doors, and I'll just use it somewhere in my house. I talked about this piece before. This is the first piece of furniture that I ever had that was an antique. And I had to jump hoops to get it. Anyway, we'll move this out later and put our big rug down in here. And her kitchen's basically done. We've got a rug for under the dining room table, and that will be done. And then the rug is for the living room, and when the furniture comes, she's putting her curtains back up. So I'm gonna get started on this trim, and I'm gonna finish out this video, and the next video y'all see hopefully will be the house, and what will be finished until I can slowly bring more trim. All right, love you guys. God bless y'all. Katie, I'm trying to do a video.